So, do you have any more questions about Magella's fashion?
Can you just tell me a bit more about the business and how it works?
Yeah, well, as you know, we are a monopolistically competitive market. This is made up of any other market like buyers and sellers.
And what would be the difference between a monopolistic market and an oligopoly?
Well, because there is diversity in the products we sell and our competitors, we have more flexibility in the prices we set because our clothes are of a higher quality.
And what roles do the buyers and sellers have in this market?
The buyers determine this demand and we determine the supply.
And what would it be like at this time of year?
Well, as you may have noticed, we have a lot of winter jackets. As winter arrives, the demand for winter jackets goes up and the supply of jackets will go up too.
And how does that affect the price of winter jackets during winter and, say, summer clothes coming into winter?
Well, the demand for winter clothes goes up in winter and the demand for summer clothes will go down in winter. With winter clothes, we either raise the price or keep it the same. Depending on the demand for the product, the customers will either be willing to pay more or else they will just go and buy the jacket somewhere else. As you may have noticed, we usually have a sale at the end of the season. This is to get rid of the summer clothes because there is little demand as it comes into winter. And during the sale, the demand for clothes is greater.
So what you're saying is, even though the demand for a jacket may be large, if we increase the price too much, there's a chance that a customer might decide to go to a different store where they'll get it cheaper and there's only a certain price that they'll be willing to pay in our store.
Yeah. Well, if we look at this very basic demand curve, you can see the relationship between the price of a good and the quantity demanded. As the price goes up, the quantity demanded will go down, and any potential customers we could lose because of this.
So, other than price, what else influences the demand?
Well, there's a few other things that influence demand, particularly in our company. Taste and fashion obviously have a major role in influencing our demand.
So does that mean if, say, a celebrity was seen wearing a particular item, that item would become more popular?
Yeah, of course it does. Like, considering last week Kim Kardashian was seen wearing a leather skirt, and ever since the leather skirts have been flying off the shelves here.
So would advertising influence demand?
Yeah, well, we have a new ad that pops up on Facebook, and we get a lot of customers asking about the products from the ads. We also notice that people's incomes affect our demand because coming up to Christmas and people get bonuses, they tend to demand more from our store. If they expect that a sale is coming up, then they won't buy more at the moment. They'll wait for their sale. This causes a shift in the demand curve that I've showed you. It shifts inwards when there's a decrease in demand and it shifts outwards when there is an increase in demand.
So how do you know when you've met the perfect balance?
Well, the equilibrium is when the quantity demanded equals the same as the quantity supplied. The equilibrium is when the quantity demand is the same as the quantity supplied. We are happy when this happens because we have no surplus or deficit. And here, this point in the centre is the equilibrium. This is the demand curve and this is the supply curve.
So how would that determine why some products are very expensive?
Well, in order to make a profit, we need to take into consideration the overhead costs. These include employing the staff, buying the stock and paying electricity bills. So we'll need to sell our stock at a certain price to cover the costs and please our customers too.
So how do you know how much to supply?
Well, we need to have a balance that will provide us with a profit but also sell the right amount of product and not leave us with a surplus. If we have more money in our company, we can supply customers with more of our popular products as the law of supply states that the quantity of the good rises as the price of the good rises. And here is the supply curve.
Well, thanks for all that information, Eva. It was very helpful.
You're very welcome. We're always happy to help at Magella's Fashion.